There are moments that don't need loud words, dramatic music, or bold headlines to leave a lasting impact. Moments that quietly settle in the heart, unfolding naturally, gently, and honestly. This live moment between Jungkook and Taehyung was exactly that. It wasn't planned. It wasn't rehearsed. And yet, it became one of those moments ARMY around the world would remember, not because something shocking happened, but because something real did. At first, the live felt ordinary. Jungkook appeared relaxed, comfortable, and in his element, the familiar version of him that fans have come to love during his solo broadcasts. He greeted viewers with warmth, speaking casually, smiling softly, and creating a space that felt personal yet shared with millions. These live sessions have always been a place where Jungkook feels close to ARMY. Not as a distant idol on a stage, but as someone sitting just on the other side of the screen, talking honestly, laughing freely, and sometimes reflecting quietly. Nothing about the beginning hinted that something special was about to happen. But sometimes, the most meaningful moments arrive without warning. It wasn't dramatic. No grand entrance. No announcement. Taehyung's presence was sudden yet natural, as if he simply belonged there, as if this was the most normal thing in the world. And maybe, for them, it was. The atmosphere shifted instantly. Jungkook's expression changed in a way ARMY recognized immediately. His eyes softened. His posture relaxed even more. And there was that familiar pause, the kind that happens when emotions quietly rise before words can catch up. It was subtle, but undeniable. This wasn't just a guest appearing on a live. This was a shared history stepping into the frame. Jungkook and Taehyung's connection isn't something new. It has been shaped over years, through training days, long nights, laughter behind the scenes, shared stages, and moments unseen by cameras. What makes their bond special isn't grand declarations or dramatic displays. It's the ease between them, the comfort, the unspoken understanding. And in this live moment, that bond spoke louder than words. Taehyung didn't need to say much. Jungkook didn't need to explain how he felt. ARMY could see it. As the live continued, Jungkook's voice softened. His reaction slowed slightly, as if he was taking in the moment rather than rushing through it. There was no pressure to entertain. No need to perform. Just two people sharing space, real, unfiltered, and present. This is what made the moment so powerful. In an industry often defined by schedules, expectations, and carefully planned appearances, this interaction felt refreshingly human. It reminded ARMY that behind the lights and stages are individuals who feel deeply, connect genuinely, and value moments like these just as much as fans do. Across different time zones, ARMY noticed the change. Comments filled with hearts, gentle messages, and quiet reactions rather than loud excitement. Because this wasn't a moment that called for shouting. It called for feeling. Fans didn't need dramatic captions to understand what they were witnessing. The emotions were clear, not overwhelming, but sincere. Many described it as comforting. Others said it felt nostalgic. Some simply said it made them smile, without knowing why. And that's the beauty of moments like this. They don't demand interpretation. They invite emotion. One of the most touching aspects of this live was how little needed to be said. There were no big speeches about friendship. No explanations about feelings. No attempt to define the moment. It unfolded naturally, allowing ARMY to experience it without being guided or told what to feel. This kind of authenticity is rare and deeply appreciated. It showed trust. Trust in the fans. Trust in the moment. For many fans, this live became a reminder of why they fell in love with BTS in the first place. Not just for the music, not just for the performances, but for the genuine connections between the members and between BTS and ARMY. Seeing Jungkook and Taehyung together in such a natural setting reminded fans of shared beginnings, shared growth, and shared memories that span years. It wasn't about the past or the future. It was about now. In today's fast-paced digital world, moments often feel rushed. Content is consumed quickly, reactions are immediate, and attention moves on fast. But this live asked people to slow down, to watch, to listen, to simply be present. And ARMY did exactly that. The moment didn't need editing or dramatic emphasis. Its strength came from presence, from two people showing up authentically. Jungkook has always been open in his own way, sometimes through laughter, sometimes through quiet reflection. In this live, his emotions didn't overflow, they lingered gently beneath the surface. There was no need to name them. They were felt. And that kind of honesty resonates deeply with fans, especially those who find comfort in moments that feel sincere rather than staged. Taehyung's presence added a sense of calm. His energy was steady, grounding, and familiar. He didn't dominate the moment. He didn't seek attention. He simply existed in the space, and that was enough. Sometimes, the most meaningful support comes not from words, but from presence. This live mattered not because of what happened, but because of how it happened. It showed comfort without explanation, emotion without performance, connection without condition. It reminded ARMY that even in silence, there can be understanding. And sometimes, that understanding speaks the loudest. Long after the live ended, fans continued to talk about it, not with loud theories or dramatic interpretations, but with quiet appreciation. Many described it as a warm moment. Others called it comforting. Some said it felt like a gentle pause in a busy world. That's the kind of memory that stays. What made this experience even more meaningful was how ARMY responded. There was respect. There was understanding. There was space. Fans allowed the moment to exist without overanalyzing it, letting it remain what it was, genuine and personal. And that mutual respect between artists and fans is what keeps the connection strong. In the end, this live didn't need headlines or dramatic framing. Its impact came from sincerity, from two people sharing a moment, from fans feeling included, not as spectators, but as quiet witnesses. Years from now, this live may not be remembered for a specific sentence or action. It will be remembered for how it felt, for the warmth, for the calm, for the quiet emotional connection that reached across screens and time zones. Sometimes, the most touching moments are the simplest ones. A familiar face appearing unexpectedly, a soft smile, a pause filled with emotion. This live reminded ARMY that connection doesn't need explanation, it just needs authenticity. And in that moment, Jungkook and Taehyung offered exactly that. Thank you for watching respectfully. Thank you for feeling quietly. And thank you for being part of a moment that didn't need words to be understood. And sometimes, moments like this don't need explanations or conclusions. They simply exist, quietly, honestly, and meaningfully. This live moment between Jungkook and Taehyung wasn't about surprises or reactions. It was about presence, comfort, and a connection that has grown naturally over time. A moment that reminded ARMY why these quiet interactions can feel just as powerful as the biggest stages. Thank you for watching with respect and understanding. If this moment touched you, feel free to share your thoughts in a kind and supportive way. And as always, thank you for being part of this journey, for feeling together patiently and sincerely. Until the next moment, let's continue to support with warmth, trust, and love. Purple Heart.